Well, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello. Say hello back. Well, I think everyone has had a wonderful lunch, and after a wonderful service, we are now moving into the third part of our program, which is a tribute to Loraine with some serious moments and probably a few humorous ones as well. My name is Eunice Pratt, and before I say anything else, I want to tell you that I am one of many people who could be standing up here today. I look around at all our Westworth folks and think, why me? Why me? But I'm very honored to be here. I am very privileged to be here, and I am feeling a lot of pleasure being here right now. At the end of the program, you might want to check where my pleasure scale is. But right now, I'm really looking forward to some wonderful tributes to Loraine on her retirement. I'd like to welcome Loraine's family, Loraine's friends who seem like family. I'd like to welcome her special Westworth family, and I'd like to extend a really special a recognition of all of the guests that we have here from our interfaith community, her United Church colleagues in other churches, and those who have built up friendships with Loraine over countless joint projects over the years in the areas of peace, justice, truth, reconciliation, and respect for the earth. Just a couple of housekeeping things. If you need to use the washrooms, you go through the farthest door and turn to your left. There are two designated washrooms that way. I understand, I see it there. The guest book, if you didn't get a chance to write, is just there on the table by the door. There it is, the guest book. Please help please, this is going to be an informal program, so if you need to replenish your water or lemonade or coffee or tea, please do that. Those stations are going to remain open. And now, it's the time for all of us to take a little journey. We're going to journey into Loraine's past, not revealing secrets, Loraine, it's okay. And perhaps we're also going to take a journey into the great outdoors. So, to put you in the mood, let's begin with a good old sing-along. Let's join Alan and George and Bettina and Ray, and they have a new version of an old favorite. If you look on your table, the words are on little white cards on your table if you want to sing along, and we're going to get started to get in the mood.
If I had a sermon, I'd work it in the morning, serve it in the evening, all over this land. It's a sermon of danger, it's a sermon of warning, it's a sermon of love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Let's do this right now. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out of danger, I'd sing out of warning, I'd sing out of love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh.
just great. Thanks so much for that. I don't know if you know, but Lorraine's first pastoral charge was in Saskatchewan. And any Saskatchewanites here? Okay, proud Saskatchewanites. Is that the word? Saskatchewanites? Yeah. Oh. Or Rough Rider fans. Any Rough Rider fans? Boo, yeah.
Brothers and sisters.
This is a church event. Let's just keep it nice. Anyway, she was in the pastoral charge of places I have never heard of, but were very significant to Loraine and to the people that lived there, I am sure. The charges were Siemens, Raymore, and, oh boy, Pudachek. Oh, I've got a Y. And they've sent some greetings, Loraine, so I want to read them to you, which is lovely. We won't ask you how long ago that was. Do you remember? What year?
86 to 90.
86 to 90. Aw, and some nice music there in the background. Brief, but nice. Okay, and it's saying, Loraine, wishing you a wonderful retirement. We have fond memories of your time here. Loved the addition of the guitar. And you were a breath of fresh air, young and full of ideas. She's still full of ideas. Hope you enjoy a long and healthy retirement. Yeah. Aw. And now we are going on another leg of your journey. That's a cue. Leg of your journey. If you cast your eyes to the back of the bar, as the lights dim, we transport you to some unknown lake, likely in the White Shaft, where Loraine and Nancy is it a front? Not sure. Are returned to their campsite after a lovely evening meal. They're singing a familiar camp song, Land of Silverbirch. So let's join in. And I think George, maybe someone who noticed it. Let's join in. Here we go.
Lots of balloons today. Wow.
Stop, Loraine. Stop.
Nancy.
Here, Nancy.
Yes, Loraine. What do you
Going
hear?
well. Stop, Nancy. Do you hear it?
I do, of course.
Is there anything more beautiful than the call of the loon in the wilderness?
Nothing. Nothing at all. That moon was really loud.
You know, this has been a great day, Nancy. Absolutely perfect. I can't believe we can do this any day of the week, anytime we want, all summer long. Now that I'm retired.
Perfect.
I'm getting chilly. Let's get the fire started.
Okay.
Make some s'mores.
You betcha. Okay, I've got the
Got the fixings?
I got the graham wafers and a bit of chocolate. I'm all ready for you.
Great. Remember that time I lit the fire on the water?
Well, it wasn't exactly on the lake. It was on a puddle, but yes, I definitely remember that.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to start a fire on water than it is to walk on water.
I remember when we made it look like you were walking on water.
Oh, that's right, that's right. We pulled in and I got out of the canoe and found myself standing on a rock ledge. And you paddled back a bit. It was underwater. I paddled back a bit. You paddled back a bit. And going well. And you paddled back a bit, took a picture of me, and sure enough, it looked like I was walking on
It
water.
really does. You and somebody else. Yeah.
What did you call that ledge?
I daren't say it.
Say it. Oh, look at those stars. Millions of them. Big Dipper, Orion. Hey, I think I should get a telescope and take up astronomy. What do you think?
Why not? Why not? Sure, sounds like a good idea. Why does the smoke always come my way? That's really not Lorraine's style.
Doggone mosquitoes.
I know.
Have you ever wondered why Noah took them on the ark?
He did? Too bad.
Two of them. Two flies. Never took the flies' water.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you have it.
You know, I'm not very good in the kitchen, but I sure can toast a good marshmallow.
You sure can.
Oh, it's hot. Are you just about ready?
I set it right in here. Here we go. Not doing that.
We're not doing that. So much for rehearsal.
Whoa, go. I can't. Okay.
Oh, is this ever good?
So what's up for tomorrow?
What on the list? First of all, I've got to get in that lake and have a bath. Got to wash my hair. How did you get the good hair? I got the oily hair. I got to get in the lake and wash my hair.
Okay, well, I have no idea why your hair gets oily so fast. Just thinking about that cold water has me shivering. I'm getting tired, you know? I think it's about time to hit the hay. Plus, yeah, you're right, there are mosquitoes now, too.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Out fire.
Fire's out. Turn on the lantern.
Yeah.
Lantern.
Oh, this feels so good.
It does. You know, a while ago, we were talking about all those godlike things. Remember the day we were paddling home and it was so hot, we were so tired, and ahead of us was an entire flock of, 20 loons, and even more gulls, paddled up waiting for them to take flight so we could pass.
Yes, but they didn't take off, they didn't fly off. They let us paddle right through the middle of their flock. They let us be shepherded right through them, no pun intended. It truly was one of the most awesome experiences of my entire life.
It truly was awesome. It really was awesome. We should get to sleep. Hey, wait! We've had a lot of animal experiences, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the day that we got to the campsite and remembered we didn't have the camp poles? So we decided to make a lean-to using the fly of the tent and make a lean-to so we could sleep at night. Perfect night, clear sky, no rain and threat. And we built the lean-to, got into bed, and found that unbeknown, we were on a skunk path. And all night long, we had visitors of the very stinky, smelly type.
And the mice, too. There were a bazillion mice once those skunks settled down. Speaking of mice, remember the time when we were making s'mores and I left a plate with the fixins on the ground at my feet? I sensed movement, and on further investigation, we saw a mouse running off with a piece of chocolate. That piece of chocolate was the size of that mouse. I sure hope he shared it, because if he didn't, it probably was big enough to kill him. Might have died happy though, eh? Now, let's get to sleep.
Hey, wait, talking of... Hey, we actually actually have a fly in here. Talking of mice, remember the mouse in the chancel area of Westworth? He was running between feet, no one even noticed him. And the little devil got caught on camera. Hey, wait, do you think I attract mice?
Well, that was pretty funny. I guess you're the good shepherd of mice and men. Now go to sleep.
What was that? Did you hear that? Oh my gosh, could that be a bear? Oh, this is worrisome.
I just love how they come individually wrapped now. Sealed in with flavor.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, not a storm. Nancy, do you remember when the lightning hit the tree during the storm right behind our tent? Oh my gosh, I've never been so scared in my entire life.
Yes, how could I forget that? But it sounds like this storm is moving off. Now, let's try again to get to sleep and dream about all the fun we're going to have in your retirement.
Ah, retirement. Wonderful dreams. Shut off the lantern, Nancy.
Thanks very much, that was lovely. And here are our actors. We have Nancy, who played Nancy. Great job, so realistic. Dorothy, who played Loraine, and if you ever need an Elvis wig, you're channeling Elvis for me. And Peter, Kevin Sim, made a great bear. Also, looking lean and mean. Looking lean and mean, so.
Eunice, can I say something? May I say to Loraine?
Let me answer. Yes, you can.
Loraine to Loraine. Congratulations on your retirement, and happy retirement. May all your lakes be smooth. Dip that paddle deep and make 1,000 new memories. And get a telescope and take up astronomy. Can I thank the person who gathered the memories was Shirley Watts, who wrote the script. Thank you, Shirley. To our sets director, who helped with the Sunday school painted trees, and the rocks were painted by our most talented office administrator, Christine Strike. To our audio wizard, Ray McClellan, who never fails to come to our rescue. And of course, our youngest cast member, a most talented teenager, Kevin Sims.
Take it away. All right. We are moving right along in our program. I forgot to mention that there's these lovely little marigold colored programs on your table, and you can check to see how well I'm doing, and if I mash it up, please be gently tell me that I've made a mistake. We now are going to have a delightful selection from our retired ministers team. Now, this is a group of people who in retirement have joined us here at Westworth. We're going to, not all of them are going to be part of this selection, but they are truly valued and loved here at Westworth. So take it away.
We are here representing the retired ministry folks from within Westworth United. We're some of the people who found ourselves looking for a church home after we retired, and this was a good place to come. We are, those of us here, Earl Gould, Larry McPhail, Heather Robbins, and Marilyn Anderson Corkum. It is great to recall how Loraine welcomed us, then organized us, and brought us into this relationship with Westworth. And then she put us to work. Now that Loraine is taking this step herself to retire, we wish her well. And Loraine, we welcome you into our not so exclusive club. To help us do this, we wrote a wee song, and we're inviting you all to join in. Have no fear, you'll catch on. There's no need for us to print words. I don't sing, so Larry and Heather are going to lead us.
Being retired, we discovered that we really had no time to practice, so
We're winging it, yeah. So it's, the tune is row, row, row your boat, but those are not the words. Ready? Loraine, 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 paddling down the stream. Merrily, 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 retirement is a dream.
Try it one more time.
Loraine, 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 paddling down the stream. Merrily, 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 retirement is a dream. For those who might not recall this, because it happened one Sunday morning in February, Loraine had a nasty accident last winter and broke her ankle and leg, and she was in a boot for quite a while, but she got this knee scooter. Now, if you don't know if you weren't here for the service, you might not have noticed that we have a ramp. Yeah. Well, I remember Loraine scooting down that ramp at 50 miles an hour or whatever. I was going, oh my gosh, and off she went down the aisle. I wonder if she's going to be that fast in retirement. Loraine, 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 paddling down the stream. Merrily, 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 retirement is a dream.
I shared with Loraine all I learned and practiced about centering prayer from the Sisters of St. Benedict. Loraine took and embraced it, and to the point she probably has forgotten more than I'll ever know about that spiritual practice, brought back into mainline Western Christianity by the likes of Thomas Keating and Cynthia Bourgeois. You might think praying without words apophatic is easy. A leader just says to the congregation, "Let us pray," and goes for a cup of tea. But that is not the way of Loraine. True teacher as she is, she has led by example. No doubt one of the top leaders of Christian spirituality in the world today is Richard Rohr. Loraine was accepted into his most prestigious fold, and these last few years of her ministry here, Loraine has devoted her continuing education time being a student of Richard Rohr. In reality, we don't need to know or practice all Loraine knows about spirituality, but these things have had a way of rubbing off on us by her just being and doing.
Ready? Loraine.
Loraine, 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 paddling down the stream. Merrily, 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 retirement is a dream.
Well, it's been a time of remembrance for every one of us as we think back of all the years that Loraine has been here. My wife Kathy and I haven't been here all that long, but we heard all about this fantastic minister here. When I was retiring in Dauphin, one of the last big projects we embarked upon was working with some refugees who had come over from Syria. But not everybody was in sync with that particular plan, so we got a few nasty phone calls and things, and somehow it hit the news. And so one day we had this great big card arrive from Westworth and from Loraine, and encouraging us in what we were doing and adding their blessing. So when Kathy and I moved to the city, we decided we've got to try that church out. So we came here, and somehow we never left. So Loraine, welcome to the club.
Loraine, 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 paddling down the stream. Merrily, 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 retirement is a dream.
We love you and we will miss you.
I must be electrified. In closing, on behalf of all of us, and that includes Mac Watts, Eleanor Geeb, Ray Cuthbert, and the four of us, Loraine, I offer you this blessing. As you retire, may God's Sabbath rest bless you. May freedom of new life enliven you. And may God's peace dwell in your heart your whole life long. Amen.
Thank you so much. And I now would like to call on Pat Stevenson. Pat is here as a former chair of our council, and she has some greetings and congratulations from council members, I'm sure, present and past.
I'm like Eunice, why me? Anyway, I did not get told exactly what was going on today, so I have written a few words, and I have spoken to a few people, but not a lot. So, amazing, Loraine, how quickly time passes, and how we manage to accomplish many things, but can't always remember what we've done. That is often how I feel these days, as years slip by. You've accomplished so many things in your career. I am sure you are amazed how fast your retirement has come. At least that is how I felt at 65, which is a few years ago now. Loraine, your guidance and leadership has guided us through many challenges in our church, community, and our world in general, has been most appreciated. You've certainly assisted our family in several losses, and we appreciated your support and guidance through these emotional times. Dealing with multiple family members is never easy, and you managed with grace and empathy to meet all the needs of our family members and appreciated your presence at such a difficult time. COVID was the biggest challenge, and that's when I was chair, for many professionals and leaders, as we tried to navigate the needs of so many while navigating the public health restraints. Your guidance and evidence of support was very evident to me, and I appreciate that. As I was addressing in the many needs of the church community, along with many social issues happening around our community, you continuously spoke of quality of life issues, the interruption of spiritual needs of our community, and the social isolation of our aging congregation. This was no easy task, but by this unknown and complex growing attack on our world around us, we came out with some bruises at our church, but is still together looking for ways to remain in a place of worship and a presence within our community. Also proven in your actions is your strength. That was your unwavering need for our community to understand and support other cultures and belief. The educational opportunities were amazing and truly an inspiration to many in our church family. It is not an easy task to change folks' vision. We appreciated the opportunities you gave us to open our eyes and hearts to other cultures and spiritual traditions in a safe as well as a beautiful setting. The need for folks to love one another was always present in your suggestions and in your sermons. The values and acceptance of a family, no matter who or what the family entailed, was very heartwarming to watch. We all have ones we love, no matter who it is, they are still family. The gift of family is a sharing of love and support. You recognize this in the most amazing ways. You showed how sharing our stories and our love was a way of life, not an obligation. We commend you for that. As a nurse, I often think of the many, many people I come across in my day, and I wonder why. Why am I having these wonderful experiences? But then I realize what I have learned and what gift I have been given. I am currently in a great awe of a writer named Richard Wagamese. He is an Indigenous person who went through a very, very challenging life. However, his writings and his look at life really does move me, and I've enjoyed his writings and have learned from it. So I just want to read you one thing that he wrote. We approach our lives on different trajectories, each of us spinning in our own separate shining orbit. What gives this life to resonance is when those trajectories cross and we come engaged with each other for as long as fleetingly as we do. There's a shared energy there, and it can feel as though the whole universe is in the process of coming together. I live for those times. No one is truly ever just passing through. Every encounter has within the power of enchantment if we're willing to look. On behalf of Council, we thank you, Loraine, for crossing our trajectory and all the good work you did for this community. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pat. Lovely words for us all. Our next special guest really needs no introduction, but Loraine, being Loraine, has helped me with this introduction. So thank you, Loraine. I want to welcome the very Reverend Dr. Stan McKay of Fisher Branch, also known as Stan, which I'm going to use from now on, with his permission. Yeah, I think he's nodding. I think I'm good. Okay. In Lorraine's words, Stan is a compassionate, wise, and truth-telling elder. He was instrumental in finding the site for the Dr. Jesse Soto Resource Center and its establishment as a training center for Indigenous ministry. He is a former moderator of the United Church of Canada and has played an important role in Westworth interfaith studies. But for today, Stan joins us as Lorraine's close friend and canoe buddy. I wonder what Stan thought of that recent canoeing demonstration. Welcome, Stan.
Well, this is an amazing day. I'm honored to be with you and to remember together Lorraine's presence in this faith community and in our region. I met Loraine and Nancy some years ago. And Dot and I have had the privilege of going with them in the canoe. We each had our own canoe, thank goodness. And spent a lot of time on the water, a lot of time on the sacred land, learning about life and about each other. I don't know how it happens, but somehow the healing of the human spirit, in my experience, happens very much on the land and in amazing ways upon the water. And somewhere along the line, Nancy and Loraine discovered that truth. And so, as I've known them over the years, their canoe that they named and baptized is Kip. And we've been receiving Christmas letters for a number of years from Kip. We don't hear much from Nancy and Loraine. But that relationship has been real, and some of life has been challenging. I still remember having had many canoe trips with them. They came to us one summer and thought they might begin canoeing again. This was after a very, very serious accident where they were injured. And I did not believe that it would be possible that they would be back on the water. But we took a trip in Experimental Lakes, a gentle trip, and they returned to life on the water, on the land. Along the line somewhere, Loraine was listening to me. I don't know why. But she listened when I talked about the wholeness of the earth and the weakness of much of our theology in terms of our balance of life on the earth as creatures with others. In Cree, we say kakino and wako waganak, which all of you say every day, which means we are all relations. We as humans and we as part of creation, we are related to all of creation. And Loraine had been pondering that, I think, for some time, and she determined that she would spend 4 days fasting on the land along the Broken Head River at what is the Sandy Soto Spiritual Center. So she brought her tent and prepared to spend time on the land. And she asked that I would support her in those 4 days without food and water. The depth of her spirituality she brought to that ceremony was evident. But I think it was deepened by her taking of time to be on the land, which we as Indigenous peoples have also had to relearn, because in the school education that we received, we were not encouraged to be about that work. So life is gift. Kanata na ski, kanata nipi, the earth and the water are sacred, and all life is sacred. And today as we worshiped, Loraine, thank you, we had an interfaith, interchurch, community-based celebration of life. And of the many things in my journey, I have never found a way to do what Loraine has been given gifts to do. I'm not sure where it comes from, but Loraine has the capacity to invite you to be involved, and you can't refuse. I came to this gymnasium some years ago upon Loraine's invitation to do a 5-evening series of Lenten reflection. Anyone in their right mind would not have taken on that challenge. To bring an Indigenous perspective to the conversations about Lent and about our journey as spiritual people. It was an interesting time. It engaged other congregations beyond this faith community to be a part of a conversation, a journey. And suddenly that was not only happening with Lorraine's leadership, but there were interfaith conversations that respected and honored the diversity of the spiritual journey. Wonderful, wonderful accomplishment in the midst of our divisions historically and our present brokenness as peoples of faith. And so our coming together is in Cree language, Mamaskats. So your takeaway word is Mamaskats. Mamaskats. That means, isn't this amazing? Mamaskats. That Lorraine's planning to retire, Mamaskats. How can she? How can she? So I came here a few years ago to spend 5 evenings with you. Loraine, I think you have work to do. The work of healing between diverse parts of our society. The potential to be fully human and fully a part of creation has been modeled for us by Lorraine's vision. I'm grateful to have known her and Nancy, to have sat at a table with them, to have sat in the bush, feasting on the land, having canoed for many kilometers. Life is full. The Creator is good to us, and we're not done yet. People of Westworth, people of the faith communities nearby, people who have come from other parts of the world and brought us rich gifts about spiritual journey. We have wonderful work to do. And we can sing about it. And we can dream about it. And a dreaming people are a people that have a future. And in the Christian church, I think our dogmatic theology has limited us in the Christian church. And maybe now we're ready to look at how the creation is calling to us. The healing of the earth and the healing of the people. Our prophets tell us in Indigenous territory, when the 4 winds blow, the earth will be healed and the people will be healed. We have work to do. Thank you, Loraine, for helping us on the journey, and all of you for making this day possible. Miigwech.
Miigwech, Stan, thank you so much for those wise words. I now will call on Pat Stevenson again and Sharon Stanley, who are going to be doing some presentations from our congregation and our staff.
I think I'm going to talk first. Oh, she didn't know she was talking, so I'm talking. So we're at the fun part of the afternoon, and that's presentation of gifts. But I first of all want to say Lorraine's been an awesome minister, and I've only been here for just under 5 years with my sister-in-law, and we love it here. And I have to say, it's not only the minister, it's the entire congregation. They are unbelievable. So I'm sorry that you're leaving us, but perhaps in a year and a half, then you can come back and play with us. That would be awful. That would be awfully nice. So I'm short on words always, and so I'm just going to get right down to the wonderful presentations that we have in store for you. I'll be right back.
I didn't know I was doing this, so that's just fine.
you would like to come up? That'd be really good. So first of all, we all know that you're a tea drinker. There's a few in this container here. So you can either have people over or you can be on your patio enjoying your garden. And our card, and I have a special thing in the back here.
Keep going for a while.
Now, I wonder what it is. I am not a gift wrapper at all, but I was smart enough to know I don't need to do the entire thing. So this is part of the Westworth gift from the congregation and the staff. And there is a little surprise under the paper. Yeah, just rip it.
I know, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh.
So there's a picture of Westworth on there. I think it's pretty nice. I'm really glad it's not in my kitchen anymore, though. I hope that's a good memory for you. And this is an even better memory. So, just saying, you can't tell what this is. I knew you could tell what that was. So that's from all the congregation and staff, and happy retirement. Please rip it open. I know. Sometimes it's fun.
It's fun, right? This is kind of...
Yeah, that's right. Here, I'll take it.
Wow. Holy cow.
We have a very generous gift for Loraine to travel. So I met with her travel agent secretly. Thank you, Nancy. And they're going on a lovely trip next year. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And we hope that this will help make it lovelier. And now I'm taking a hug.
Wow. It says, am I allowed to say something now? Yes. Yes, okay. All right. Well, I think I'm experiencing a Mama Cats. Did I say it right? Mama Scats. Let's do it all together so we remember that word. Mama Scats. This is incredible. Wow. So, yes, I am speechless. Nancy, come here. So a huge part of why I've been able to do what I've been able to do is because of this woman right here.
It's not often that Loraine is speechless.
Okay. Nancy doesn't like being up front, so.
Unless I'm in a canoe.
That's right. And then if she's up front, she's taking pictures with her in the bow of the canoe. That's right. I am so grateful for, well, all of you. Most of you are Westworth folks who have just done so much work and prep for today. Even a retired minister's. There have been so many secrets the last few weeks, and I've been forbidden in going to many, I keep making mistakes, but from going into the gym or going into the sanctuary this morning, I thought, where can I go? Where can I? So I guess I came in yesterday right after a funeral, and I was going to check something and forgot. I wasn't supposed to be here. I think Marilyn said, was it you? Someone said, oh no, it wouldn't have been Marilyn. Someone said, Loraine, get out! So I quickly hightailed it out with my tail between my legs, and I think it was Christine who said later, you know what Marilyn said after that? She said, that was fun. So it's been fun. It's been an incredible decade of ministry with all of you. Ministry is not something one person does. Ministry is something we all do together. And you have been such an enthusiastic partner and lead and ministering with me in so many ways. And that's what's made all of this possible. So thank you for your gifts of commitment to social justice, commitment to being a good neighbor to the city of Winnipeg, being a compassionate caregiver to those who are present within our congregation, taking care to love one another, and always have a little bit of extra room in your hearts to love those who aren't part of you yet. I don't dare thank any one particular person, because there's so, really all of you here have been so important in that ministry. And I will definitely treasure this for forever and ever. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
As our choir is assembling, I just want to remind people of just a couple of things before we have our final item on our program. Don't forget that if you need assistance in getting up the stairs, if you go through that light brown door right back there, that's where the elevators are. And also, just wanted to mention that there is a tradition here at Westworth for those people who are able and have a few minutes afterwards to help with chairs. It's a wonderful tradition. And where is he? Bruce Taft, right there. Bruce is graciously been voluntold that he will be assisting people to know how to do that if this is a first-time chair put awayer job for you. So, we are reaching the end of our program. We're reaching the end of our journey. And what makes a journey more joyful always is song. So we are going to go out with song, thanks to the Westworth Choir, directed by Ruth G.